You've heard the expression, when pigs fly. Well, one almost did recently. You remember that headline, the woman who took her pig on a plane as an emotional support animal, but got booted for bad behavior. But sometimes with dogs and other pets, is the fur flying under false pretenses for a free ride? Tom Yamas got on board to find out.
And sit, and up. That's very good.
So this is Callie?
This is Callie, yes. Callie, this is Tom.
Callie is a 9-year-old lab terrier. Genevieve is her owner.
What was Callie like when you got her?
Rotten,
Yeah.
but very, very cute.
But you can't blame Callie for what they got involved with a few years ago. A mile-high travel scam.
I heard from a friend that you could get your dog certified as something called an emotional support animal, an ESA.
Emotional support animals assist people with emotional disorders.
Yes.
Not to be confused with service dogs, like these being trained in Santa Rosa, California, who help people with physical or mental disabilities.
Very good.
Emotional support animals provide a valuable service.
Our confessor, Genevieve, admits she had no need for emotional support. She simply wanted to fly with Callie by her side, not in a carrier or in cargo, which would have cost a fee. So she found a way to do it for only a few white lies and a red doggy vest. She found a website that, for a fee, provided a psychological questionnaire.
It was a website where I was able to answer questions about possible emotional symptoms that I had. And if I answered them in a certain way, I could get a diagnosis.
What was your diagnosis?
It was panic attack disorder.
You seem like a very level-headed, calm person, not someone who would get panic attacks.
Yes, I lied.
She lied, and the website made it easy.
So I was able to get a letter with this diagnosis on it, and that meant that I could begin taking her on airplanes with me.
By law, airlines must allow emotional support animals to fly for free in the cabin with anyone who has a letter from their doctor or mental health professional. The problem is pet owners like Genevieve find it easy to take advantage of the law and the airlines.
I flew about 6 times with Callie, and I think they looked at my letter twice.
So we wondered just how easy is it without a doctor's note to claim any pet is an emotional support animal who gets to fly for free. Just watch as I convince my pal Archie to go undercover. At the official-sounding United States Dog Registry website, they mention the need for a mental health letter, but don't ask to see it. And for $254 with expedited shipping, they sell us the deluxe kit including a leash, a vest, a photo ID, and this certificate with Archie's name on it and a registration number. It looks very official, but it means nothing because it's not a letter from a mental health provider. It's just a certificate from some website. So, is my best friend clear for takeoff? We're about to find out. Off we go to Kennedy Airport in New York. We called ahead to tell them that I was coming with an emotional support dog, and at the JetBlue counter, Archie and I don't even get a chance to flash our shiny new certificate or that dog tag. They just send us on our way. Normally, Archie would have to travel in a pet carrier under a seat so he won't bother or slobber or scare other passengers. Now he's cruising the aisle and sitting right on my lap. Let's point out here, the airline is doing nothing wrong. They're allowed to ask for documentation, but they're not required to.
They don't want to embarrass someone or put them on the spot. If in doubt, accept someone's presence with their animal at face value as an emotional support animal.
We decided to expand our Noah's Ark of phony emotional support animals. Will one of these websites help us fly with a rented bunny named Leo? This time, we click on a website called ESA Registration of America, and they're encouraging video.
Simply fill out the registration form and you'll be well on your way to living a happy, hassle-free life with your emotional support animal.
The site also mentions the doctor's letter, but again, doesn't ask to see it. And for $99, they sell us the ESA VIP kit, including a snazzy certificate with Leo's name on it. We call ahead. Delta tells us bring documentation, but at that ticket counter, no one asks to see it. Leo the rabbit charms everyone at the gate.
Oh my goodness. Hi. I don't think I've ever seen a bunny board. What's her name? Leo. Oh, hi, Leo.
The agent snaps a picture, and just like that, Leo is taking the short hop from Boston to New York. As we find our seat, we get some funny looks. Leo is a lion-head rabbit, so he's bigger than your average bunny, and just like Archie, he's allowed to be right on my lap for the entire flight.
pretty good flying companion.
He even delights battle-hardened flight attendants.
I've never seen a rabbit. You have made my month.
And they've seen it all. Airlines are not required to accept reptiles, but they still see some unusual animals, like pigs and even miniature horses. But now we raise the stakes. How about, I don't know, an albino African pygmy hedgehog named Snickers? Hey, no problem. The ESA website sells us that same meaningless certificate, and it's got her name on it right there.
So we're at LaGuardia Airport, and we have our albino hedgehog named Snickers. He's about to go on the flight with us, so we're going to check in to see if they let us fly.
But this time, it's not so fast. The Delta agent makes clear the piece of paper might be good for lining Snickers' carrier, but that's about it. Without a doctor's letter, our hedgehog is going nowhere. If Snickers wants to get to Boston on this night, she's walking or waddling.
What's his name? Snickers.
Another day, another airline. We book Snickers Newark to Nashville on Southwest. The agent again wants documentation, but this time our cockamamie certificate is accepted. Once again, Snickers and I catch an airline worker in the act of showing kindness and compassion. And nobody stops us as I carry my prickly buddy through the terminal, in the boarding lane, even right into the cabin. We asked the airlines about the problem of fake emotional support animals. Their trade group, Airlines for America, says we trust our passengers are honest in communicating their need for service assistant animal support. United States Dog Registry declined to comment, but ESA told us that its certificate is a valuable supplement to a doctor's letter. At first, Genevieve didn't see anything wrong with faking an emotional disorder so she could fly with her dog.
I didn't think this would be harming anyone. I thought this was harmless.
But this is not a victimless hoax. Advocates say they fear that poorly behaved pets on planes give people who really need emotional support animals a bad name. That's what Sonia Lashinsky is afraid of.
It's like faking needing a wheelchair. You see someone faking it and their dog is barking through the whole flight. You know that one of these days someone's going to turn around and say, that's it. No animals in cabin at all.
As for Callie, her days as a frequent flyer are over. Genevieve grounded her and hopes other fakers will do the same.
When I did it, it was just too easy.
If I told you it's still that easy, what would you say?
Then I'd say that I hope we can make some changes.
And just so you know, no animals or humans were harmed in the making of this story.
So, if you were squeezed in next to a rabbit or a hedgehog or a big slobbering dog and found out they weren't real support animals, would you stay in your seat? Use the hashtag ABC2020 to let us know.